You are a gold mine. You are a gold mine. You are a gold mine. Let's say that together. You are a gold mine. Now, I see you looking a little skeptical. It sounds like something, your grandparents, your parents, your business coach, your career counselor might say. But it's that energy. And so let's turn that around and you commit to that. I am a gold mine. Let's say that. I am a gold mine. I am a what? I am a gold mine. Now, you may be skeptical about that, saying, well, what? I'm not a gold mine. Well, all your gifts and talents and skills are a gold mine. You may not be aware of them. They come so naturally, they're easy. You do them without thinking. But then someone might say, you're so good at that. How do you do that? You don't realize that this is special. But someone out there is praying for you to share your gold. Now, I don't mean giving away money. I mean giving away something even more valuable than that, sharing your gifts and your talents that could really make a difference in their lives. There's a story of a young boy who's on a beach, and the beach is covered with starfish, and they washed up from the tide, and then the tide receded and left them there on the beach. Well, it is so hot, they aren't going to survive for the next tide to come in and take them back out to sea. So the boy is kneeling down and picking up a starfish and throwing it back into the sea. And then he picks up another one and throws that into the sea. And he continues that for some time. An adult comes along, watching him and saying, what are you doing? He says, I'm throwing starfish back into the ocean. And the wise adult says, well, why are you doing that? Isn't that a waste of your time? You're never going to make a difference. You can't save them all. And the boy kneels down and throws one starfish into the sea and says, made a difference for that one. And he continues kneeling down and picking up starfish one by one and throwing it back into the sea. Well, the adult continues to watch and thinks about it for a minute. And then he starts to kneel down and pick up a starfish and throw it back into the sea. And they go on together silently for a while, picking up starfish and throwing them back into the sea, making a difference for each one of those starfish. We never know what difference we can make when we share our gifts, our talents. That boy was sharing his gold, his compassion, his throwing arm, his patience, his endurance, his persistence. He was making a difference. Now, we may never know how much of a difference we make. It's like throwing a pebble into a quiet body of water. We see the ripples. We maybe see them for, a couple of feet. But they continue We don't know how far they will reach. We don't know whom they will touch. Maybe sharing our gift, our gold, our compassion, our talents, our skills, as a teacher, as a mentor, as a friend, as a stranger, may inspire a young person to pursue their dream and not give up. Might inspire a scientist who goes on to discover the cure for a terrible disease. Might inspire an author to write a very impactful book, maybe a novel that impacts for generations. Or a songwriter, a composer, and that song affects generations. And we know that there are songs that just continue to inspire new generations, and they make a difference. Maybe someone decides to join the Peace Corps, and the skills that they learn there, they bring back into their civilian life. We never know how far our gifts will ripple out, what effect they will have. And the point is that we don't know what difference we can make, what difference you can make, what difference I can make from sharing our gold, our gold mine. And it's not about hoarding. It's not about saying, well, if I give this, I'll be diminished. No, it's the kind of thing that continues to build and build and build, and reaching out and building. It will continue to grow in ways that we cannot possibly imagine at this point. So I encourage you to remember that you are a gold mine of gifts and talents to share. Remember that boy on the beach picking up each starfish who was, pretty much doomed to die in the hot sun, picking them up and throwing them back out into the sea. And how he influenced an adult to join him and also pick up and throw out into the sea. How throwing a pebble into the river, the lake, that will ripple out in ways that we can't even imagine. So I encourage you, I challenge you to share your gold mine, to share your gold, your gifts, your talents, your skills that may be so easy for you, but would mean so much to someone else. You are a gold mine.